Today I thought I'd do a quick review of some of this kit for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I always get asked why I've got a mannequin in the background. So if you've seen any of my other videos or the intros to my other videos, then you've probably seen Manny the mannequin, who looks after all of my stuff. And secondly, because some of this kit is probably responsible for saving my life on occasion, or definitely saving me from serious injury. So yeah, I thought it's a good opportunity to have a look around it, show you what I use both in motocross and motorsport, and yeah, hopefully this will be useful for you. So to start with, ONeal Boots. I've had these about 10 years, so I've probably seen better days, to be honest. But these are absolutely vital for motocross, mainly if you've got anything with a kickstart. So again, I'm sure this has saved my ankles and my legs a few times. They've got metal kind of things on the front, cuffs on the front, but they're also really solid. So like I say, really good for gear changing, for kick-starting, etc. So these are quite a good budget boot. ONeal, probably about 160, 170 pound. And like I say, to me, they're vital, really. As well as that, fireproof socks. So I use these more in motorsport. I've also got a fireproof balaclava. And again, I think these are really important. So where I've got a number of track cars, they've got roll cages in. They're not the easiest to get out of if there's a big accident. So definitely fireproof socks, fireproof gloves, fireproof balaclava, I think is absolutely key. And then moving on to Manny, the mannequin. Here he's got the ONeal Sierra 2 helmet. It's my helmet of choice. I think it's a really good helmet. Obviously it's got a peak on it, but also on the side you can pop down sunglasses, which is quite a cool feature. And if I take it off, so mannequin's now headless, you can see that it's quite easy to pop back and forwards. It's got some decent air vents on it. So yeah, for motocross and motorsport, this is again my go-to helmet really. But a helmet's only really going to protect you to a certain point. So although this one's got really good protection, obviously it's properly fitted to me, which is really important. So it's only going to help to a certain point. So over here, I have what I think is probably one of the most important parts of this kit, which is the Leatt neck brace. So for those of you that haven't seen these reviewed before, they're a full carbon fibre neck brace. This basically sits on your shoulders. It's got the pec supports as well, and also a part on your back. So when your helmet's on, you slip it on, stick it on like that, clip it in, and then this sits on the top of your chest plate and sits down the back of you like that. What this does is when the helmet's on, it stops it whipping back. So when I had quite a nasty fall off one of my motocross bikes, helmet was on, helmet sits on the back of it, and it restricts the movement. Now all you've got to think is that if you're on a motocross bike, you could be doing 60, 70 miles an hour. The inertia of the helmet snapping back can easily snap your neck. So what this does is restricts that movement, so rather than going right back like that, you can only go to a certain point. But this is super light. So it's the Leatt full carbon 6.5, weighs less than a kilogram. So super lightweight. To be honest, you actually forget that you've got it on. You can adjust it so it fits properly. Again, really important with any safety equipment really, is that it fits really well. And like I say, that has definitely saved me from serious injury. I've used this on racetracks in cars, so I use it on cars and on bikes. And now, I don't think I'd go out without that, to be honest. It really is vital. So moving on from that, one of the last things is we've got the Alpinestars body armour. This is the main reason why I've got Manny, so it's quite difficult to store. You don't really want to leave it in a wardrobe because it's going to go out of shape, basically. But here, chest plate. So again, I've got a friend, this definitely saved his life when he had a bad accident in motocross. So he actually crashed into a pallet of bricks, which hit that rather than his chest, but that would have undoubtedly killed him. So yeah, really important. As well as that, you've got the full back support. So here we can see that we've got the back support and back plate, which goes down the full length of your back. And then it's got an aero cool vest. So it keeps you cool in the summer, but hopefully a bit warmer in the winter. So yeah, that's a quick roundup of some of the kit that I use. Like I say, for me it's really important, especially now that obviously I'm a father with a young child. For me, I wouldn't want to have a serious accident. I think there's probably stuff that I could have done to protect myself a bit better. So yeah, 100% is the kit that I use. If I had to go out as a bare minimum, the helmet and neck brace I would 100% use all the time. Fire retardant stuff, yeah, it's difficult sometimes. I've also got the fire retardant motorsport shoes, which I use, and like I said, a balaclava. But yeah, if I had to pick two things to use, helmet and neck brace, absolutely. These aren't cheap, so they can range from about £400 to £700. This is the most expensive one they do at the time. I've used different neck braces. They're not often as lightweight, so they're not as comfortable, but this you can use all day without any issue, really. So yeah, any questions, feel free to comment. If you found it useful, then like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm always happy to answer any questions you might have.